Hi guys. I just was doing a little prayer meditation and I asked for a message for the collective, a message of hope during this dark time that we're in right now. And I was led to Daniel chapter 7, beginning at verse 9. So I'm going to read 9 through 14. The Ancient of Days reigns. As I looked, thrones were placed, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. His clothing was white as snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was fiery flames, its wheels were burning fire. A stream of fire issued and came out from before him. 1,000 thousands served him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The court sat in judgment, and the books were opened. I looked then because of the sound of the great words that the horn was speaking. And as I looked, the beast was killed, and its body destroyed and given over to be burned with fire. As for the rest of the beasts, their dominion was taken away, but their lives were prolonged for a season and a time. I saw in the night visions, and behold, with the clouds of heaven there came one like a son of man. And he came to the Ancient of Days, and was presented before him. And to him was given dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom one that shall not be destroyed. We see in today's world that our leaders cannot be trusted. I think anyone with half a brain knows this. There's so much corruption and so much fraud and deception and illusion that nobody really knows what to believe anymore. What's true? What's not? Now, above anything in this world that's going on, this is more of a spiritual war than anything. Turning people away from the truth. That's the deception. And the Creator, God, maker of all, source, the universe, the Ancient of Days, the One, the Holy One, the True One. Doesn't matter if you refer to God as Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yeshua, Jesus, doesn't matter. There's one Creator. And Jesus, Yeshua ben Joseph, Emmanuel, whatever you call him, the man that was crucified on the cross, that gave his life so that we all could have life, that dude, he earned the right to rule in the kingdom of the afterlife by the sacrifice of his life that he gave willingly and freely here while he walked on this earth. I am not religious. I don't go to church every Sunday and pay the steeple. I have my own personal relationship with God, with the Creator, with Source, as well as Jesus. Because although I get my messages in a Bible and I'm not religious, I don't care what's been altered in this book, what's been left out, what's been purposely manipulated, what's been added to it. I read the red letters in the New Testament, and I see the example that Jesus taught and how he was not two-faced, in that what he taught in front of crowds and crowds of people was the same way he was behind closed doors. Now, in my honest opinion, not that I know any of them personally, but if I were to meet any of the high clergy in the Catholic Church over there in Rome, the Vatican, or if I were to visit a megachurch and I met, I don't know, Mr. Osteen or one of them, something in my gut just tells me that they probably don't practice what they preach, in front of the crowd versus behind closed doors. Not rocket science. I mean, Jesus didn't wear a Rolex, didn't sit on a throne, didn't have a mega church. And I can feel his anger when he went into the temple and overturned the tables where the money changers were and said, "This is my Father's house, and you've turned it, den of robbers, all about money." And that's what it's become. And that's why the religious construct, amongst other things in this world, is falling and crashing and will continue to do so until it's broken down completely. That's what needs to happen. That's what's going to happen. Financial systems, governments, corporations, which religion is a corporation. It's all about the bottom line, profit and loss. But I'm talking profit. It blows my mind still as I sit here, and probably because I've personally gone through it myself. But it blows my mind how anyone who is affiliated with any church today can even face anyone knowing that there's one homeless person or child on this street today, here in 2021. That is shameful and sickening. And it's a sin. On top of the fact that women and children are being trafficked and used as sex slaves and other things, kept caged up like animals. Yet these huge mega churches and cathedrals that look like old castles exist, and they've all got a warm bed to sleep in, hot food on the table. Yet children are going hungry, and children are suffering, and not enough people are doing a damn thing about it. So pardon me for my anger, but I think it's justified in this case. And I hope that the message from the book of Daniel gave hope, because that came straight through the Holy Spirit and out of my mouth into this video. I didn't pre-plan this. No one, great or small, rich or poor, can deceive or defeat the maker of all. And if I had to choose anyone, past, present, whatever, to be a leader in a nation that I would want to live in, it would be Jesus. He got it right. So everyone should try to just follow suit with that. Forget the he said, she said bullshit about everything. Oh, that's not his real name, or oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he was married. Oh, no, he wasn't. Oh, he was perfect. Oh, he's God. Oh, blah, blah. Do unto others what you would have them do unto you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Wouldn't life be so nice if people just did that little teeny tiny simple thing like that? Faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. I don't care what anybody says when they try to argue with me and, oh, you're a Christian and blah, blah, blah. I don't claim any religious title. I know I live my life authentically without hurting others, without being a liar. I don't use people. I'm not cruel. So that to me is what you would consider righteous. So when you live a righteous life, you tell the truth, you treat others the way you want to be treated, you help, not hurt, you do good things. The universe has got your back. That means God's got you. If God is for you, who can stand against you? I'll wait. So anyways, that's the message for tonight. It's up to us, individually, each one of us, to do the right thing. And as Martin Luther King Jr. said, do the right thing, even if you stand alone, because you know it's right. It's a hard thing to do in this world, with so much persecution and hatred. And that's where Jesus also said, count it as a blessing when others revile you and persecute you for my name's sake, just as they did the prophets before you. It can't be all about me, I. It's been that way for far too long, and look at the result.